Okay.
And I'm just gonna mute everybody except for whoever's speaking next, which will be Dana. Dana knows how to unmute herself. Welcome to the Dancing Oracle with Najia. It's our tarot and oracle party night, and we were just having some introductions, and I decided to include some of the introductions in the recording because Bob and Patrice had really interesting things to say. Um, which I'll circle back to them real quick. Dana and Loki. Dana, what we know you're one of the goddess members, but is there anything special you wanted to get out of tonight?
No, nothing specific. I just wanted to see what you find
What
when you
I
do
find.
mine. Yeah, just curious what that would be about.
Okay, and Susan is also um very intuitive, and she knows she's a thorough knowledge of the cards. Susan, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, I've been told for years that I'm psychic, and I'm like, where is it? I'm not feeling it. So I can totally relate to what Patrice, although it sounds like Patrice, at least at one time, was in touch with it. And but I've always been, there was a period of time where I was studying tarot, and we would do tarot circles with this one local psychic, and we would get together on Friday nights, and it was always like the best time of the week. And we would get together in a closed New Age bookstore in California, and we'd sit on the carpet on the floor, and we'd grab all these, sample decks, and like go around. We'd be like, okay, Dana, what questions do you want to ask? And then you might ask a question or a general reading, and then everybody would do do the Celtic cross, and then we'd interpret them, and we, lots of other things too. But it was just one of the most fascinating things, and I always tried to memorize the deck because I didn't know. I didn't feel like I had it in me. And I remember the teacher coming in, like ripping my deck, pulling my deck out of my hands and giving me this round, like feminist deck. We used to call it Torero of the Pubes because there were lots of naked women with pubic hair. And so of course, what did I do? I went home, I went to the bookstore that week, and I bought the deck and the book and started memorizing it. And then so the next week I'm trying this deck, and I'm memorizing it and going grabbing for the book, and she rips the deck out of my hand. She gets behind me and goes, "Susan, just make it up." And I got to this place where I I was actually like at this place where I knew what a card meant, but there was so many, I could feel so many different energies going on. And I remember this one particular reading, and it was like, I was like, time, the past is not set in stone, and all this kind of stuff. Is like, wow. But then I got away from it for years and years and years. I used to have like 20 decks, and I got away from it. But I love the opportunity to get in touch with my intuition, so I can listen more to my higher power. And yeah, I'm grateful for this opportunity. I had the opportunity to live in Najia's upstairs apartment for about 3 months, which is where I met Dana and Rachel, who were in her belly dance group, and had a wonderful time getting to know that team around there, the people around there, and the lovely ladies that she surrounds herself with, and gentlemen. So yeah, I'm grateful. I'm now back out west. Looking after my elderly mom. And speaking of, in about 45 minutes, she's going to call me, and I'm going to have to put it on, turn off my video and go down and make dinner for my mom. But I'll bring the computer so I can listen and to
Yeah,
what you
so you
guys are
can
saying.
get your reading. Rachel,
Yeah.
is there anything you want to share, Rachel? Thanks, Susan. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
So it's good to see you, Susan. Um, Hi, I'm one of Najia's belly dancers and spiritual dance members, and I really know nothing about tarot, but I am, similar to what you said, Susan, really interested in my own intuition, and today in particular, just anything that comes through, I'm open to. So it's lovely to meet you all.
Thank you, Rachel. Jana with the puppy dog. Jana won't appear on camera, but for everyone that's attending now, we'll see the puppy dog face. Is there anything you want to share, Jana, verbally? Are
Um,
you
I don't think so.
okay? You're being
I'm
anonymous. Okay.
feeling very clear though today. I got a really, really mean massage, or possibly I was hazed maybe yesterday. It felt more like maybe therapeutic assault. But yeah,
Whoa,
but I
that's
feel
a way
really
to put it. Right. So you were with one of the kids and you were hazed.
no, I got a massage. I got a
Oh, okay.
massage, and it was like it was very there were a lot of elbows involved, and but I feel very like spiritually like receptive now. So
Need a release.
yeah, physically
So
damaged, but but spiritually.
I want to circle back to Patrice if that's okay, because I kind of we before we were recording, Patrice is really gifted from what she was telling me earlier, and a lot of her gifts seem to have left. And for those of you in my audience, I often um I want to make sure that I address that because whatever comes up in this group can help a lot of other people. Um, we're always connected. Here's the thing, we're always connected because it's just the nature of who we are. We're a particle or a fraction, a fractal of God and, in the whole. But a lot of times we can go through different things in our life that put up a smoke screen or a wall. And so one of the things that when your dreams aren't prophetic anymore, that's a hard one when you want to have those prophetic dreams, which Patrice had, and your clairaudience is gone and you're like, where, and your claircognizance, knowing isn't there, because these are the gifts that she would have. uh Sometimes when you get, I don't know if this is it, Patrice, you can tell me. Sometimes when you get so into survival in the world, and there's so much to do. There's so much to do. Like you have to do this, you have to do that, you have to do that. And sometimes it's hard to be receptive. Like that's a whole nother side of the brain. So that could be one thing. Does that resonate with you, Patrice?
It does. It does.
Does? Yeah. Um, because that was a big one for me, that at times in my life, because it takes all of you to get through in this life. And then what happens is, and I just, for you and anybody else that struggles with this, um, at some point you realize you have to take the time for yourself to nurture yourself and to nurture your spiritual gifts and to slow down and to breathe and to sometimes just sit with a notepad and a cup of coffee or tea, just to give yourself a break, to be receptive. And then to throughout the day, like for clairaudience, maintain that spiritual connection whenever you can. Just open up to your guides and angels. Just put the intention like I'm open and receptive. Um, and at different points in the day, you might get like a little feeling, down in the gut. It's kind of rumbling, and then you kind of listen on the inner and see if you hear anything. Um, I also, there was a long time in my life when I was, married, it was really hard. And that personality overtook mine. And because that, other energy required so much energy from me, um, this can also be another thing, not just your job or your survival, but, other people in your life can take so much out of you. And it doesn't leave you open and still to receive the guidance. you know, because you have to have space, interior space to allow the guidance. Does that resonate with you at all?
Yeah, I mean, when I used to be a nurse. I'm not a nurse anymore, but I used to be a nurse for over 20 years. And I worked with babies. I was a NICU nurse, and I was always petrified because I didn't want to kill anybody. And I was always scared that, I always wanted to make sure the baby was okay. And I was just always anxious. And I think when I was working at Children's Hospital, I was there for like almost 5 years, and every year a nurse died from cancer. Either two died from breast cancer, one died from lung cancer, and one died from like ovarian cancer. And I was like, I'm not gonna die, I'm not gonna die, I'm not gonna die. They're not gonna kill me, they're not gonna kill me. But I was always anxious.
Yeah,
So instead of me getting sick or getting cancer, my leg just gave out. So I can't walk anymore. So don't get me crying.
oh,
So
honey.
um
Oh,
I
honey.
don't have MS, but I have MS like symptoms. I'm always fatigued. I can't walk from from the I'm in my bedroom right now, from bedroom to the bathroom. It tires me out. If I take a shower, it's like I run like 30 miles. So I think that's kind of what took everything away from me. And so my body's kind of shut down. My brain's kind of shut down. I don't dream anymore. I did have 3 dreams this year, and one dream my boyfriend said it was like me. I had a dream that I was walking again, and I was in um, like at a beach, um, and so it was like at Virginia Beach or something, and I was at the boardwalk, and I was like walking. I was like, I'm walking again, and it felt so great, and it was so easy to walk. And I was going from store to store, and I was by myself. I was like waiting for whoever I was with, and I had that dream, and then I had another dream the night later where I was at a friend's house, and everybody was up in like the penthouse, and I was trying to get upstairs, and she had like a winding staircase, and I kept trying to walk, and I couldn't walk. And I'd go a little bit further, and I'd come back down. I would go a little bit further, and eventually, a Laker. I'm not even a Lakers fan, but an old Laker um, came out, and he saw me, and he was like, "Well, I can help you get up the steps." He's like, "There's an elevator. There's an elevator." So he carried me down the stairs and put me on the elevator and took me up, and I went into it opened up into where everybody was sitting, and I was like, they're like, "Oh, we're waiting for you." So I had like 3 dreams, like in 3 nights in a row, and then boom, no more. And I was like, Okay, how did that?" I was trying to open up my third eye, but I don't know, it's not open. But I had those 3 dreams, and that was it. And that's the last time I've dreamt. I think that
At
happened
all.
like say March, and then before that, it's been years since I've dreamed. And I used to dream all the time. I
Yeah.
used to have all kinds of dreams.
There's a way to dream that it's pretty much works for everybody. And it's just a wild herb outside. And you're in the DC area, I believe.
Yeah, I'm in DC. Yeah.
So it should be in your area. Now, I'm going to put the name in the chat so anyone can copy and paste it. Um, it's called mugwort or
Yeah,
mugwort.
I had some mugwort years ago, but I didn't know what to do with it because there's a place here. I think it's still here. I don't drive anymore, so I haven't been out to College Park. But it was called Smile, and it was like it had like different herbs, and you could get incense and stuff like that. And like one side of it was like an herb shop, and the other side was like a medication
Mhm.
shop. You could buy like um, other herbs that they sell you can get on Amazon. And they
Yeah.
also had down the street, they had like a restaurant, but I think the restaurant closed years ago. So I had bought some mugwort, but I didn't know what to do with it. And
Well,
so,
just the smell of it, you don't even have to take it internally, although people
okay.
do. I'll start vivid dreaming for 4 or 5 days if I
Hmm.
just weed it in the garden, if I just pull it out. Because just having the oils on my skin and then I'm wiping my face from my sweat, and when
Hmm.
so if I that just happened. happens naturally. I'm going to probably dream like crazy tonight from pulling weeds. But if I intentionally want to dream, for me, I'm so sensitive to it. I'll just take the mugwort and I'll rub it on my temples
Mm-hmm.
and I'll sniff it through my, like when I rub it, the oils get on your fingers, and then you have the herb in front of you, the fresh one, and you sniff it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very easy to identify because it has a very specific fragrance, which is kind of weird smell. It's not bad, it's just kind of strong and weird. So once you identify it, you know.
Does it go bad? Because I have had some, but I don't remember ever having a smell, and I don't remember what it looked like because it was
Oh,
years
it's a
ago.
strong smell if you rub it. Now, if you don't like rub it like this, you may not smell it.
Okay, so I don't think it had a smell.
And if
I
you
didn't,
buy it dried, I don't know how that would work for dreaming.
okay, it
I
was
know
fried.
I can't give any advice taking something, but I'll just tell you my experience, my
Mm-hmm.
first experience with it, okay? I took a wild plant workshop at Tyler Arboretum near Dana. And there was a woman there, and she was such a lovely fairy goddess woman. And she served us. She carried this like a mile down to the little garden. Like there was a farm garden and where we had our class and benches. She carried it she had like a 20-some minute walk with all this stuff. She carried down um in beautiful cups and everything's. She made a mugwort / lemon balm tea. And lemon balm smells like lemon, and it's really good for anxiety. It calms you down, and you can cook with it. I mean, people buy it in the grocery store just to cook with it, but it's it has, when my mom passed away, I was making a lot of infused lemon balm waters, like infused waters, like people do cucumber water, lemon water. They just infuse and sit in a pitcher of water, a jar of water, and I would do lemon balm. And I happened to be drinking it after my mom passed, and I noticed how much of my anxiety was reduced, like quickly. And I didn't know that that was a property of it. I knew that lemon balm was like a medieval beauty tonic for wrinkles. They would
Mhm.
crush it up with salt and olive oil and make a mask and rub it on their face. But my experience was, because I already liked the flavor of it, that it really made me relax and feel less anxious with grief. And then I went online and looked it up, and that's what it does. But the woman who served it to us, she did it to make the mugwort taste better because it's not the best flavor tea. So she added the lemon balm. So maybe some of that will help. And Bob, I was gonna tell you to share your channel because Bob designed a tarot deck, and he is very intuitive. Did you just repeat just for a minute for those who didn't get to hear? Can't hear you yet. You just have to unmute yourself.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. You muted me.
Yeah, I
Okay.
did that for the group. Yeah, just
Yeah, no problem. Okay, so way back, probably over 10 years ago, I decided I wanted to write a novel. And I thought, well, it was going to be called Tarot by Design. That was what the novel was going to be called. And
oh,
it was about a man that worked in a newspaper, and they don't have newspapers now like then, and so he was creating these tarot cards, and the cards started to influence his life, and that's what the book's about.
wow.
And so I wanted to create the actual deck that he had that's in the book. And so that's what the origins of the book of the tarot deck that I created. But things started to happen when I was
Like,
creating this. Like, for example, I'm driving in the car, I'm getting home from work, and I told you guys I get these visions,
yeah.
and a vision came to me that I needed to create these extra cards for the deck. And so I had a piece of paper next to me in the passenger side. So I wrote down all these cards that are different than what's in normal tarot decks. For example, the maze. There's one, the
Ah,
doctor. There's one called the storm. And I was talking with Najia in chat, and I didn't realize this till I got in our group here, but I was looking at some of the extra cards. So there's like 14 extra cards. I'm actually making a deck I'm going to give to Najia, so she'll be able to know, kind of have that as a tool. That's really the purpose of it, is she can use it as a tool. But I really don't have any other connections to it. I just feel like, see, I feel like I want to do something to make the world better. But let's get back to those cards. So there's like four cards. You know, in the regular tarot deck, you have let's see, I'm trying to think, the towers, right? So that's a
yeah.
major change in your life. But there's a lot of other kinds of change. For example, the maze is a change, but it's not like the towers card. The maze card is about, you have some changes coming, but they're unexpected. So prepare for them, but there's not something happening right now. You are at the precipice. It's like the ace. So you're at the precipice, but there's some changes coming, but they're not revealed. That's why it's a maze. So you're going to be going, there's going to be some corridors you go down, and it's going to be
Mm,
the wrong way. So you're going to have to switch. So that's what the maze card is all about. Now, the storm is like the towers, but a storm is just a small period of time, like maybe a month or so. You could have a towers event and it could be a year. You
yeah.
know, it can be really big time.
For a
If you're
couple
going through
years.
right, it could be if you're going through a divorce, that's a towers event. Any
Yeah.
of us that have gone through that know that that's a towers event, and how much impact it can have, because it just completely changes your life. But the storm is not that powerful. So that's an example of another one of the cards that it talks about change. But anyway, so I created all these extra cards, but it was for a reason. Oh, my favorite card that came to me is the angel. And the angel, that's like my favorite card on my deck. I always put that card at the top because it's got so much positive energy.
But
And
it's
that,
not the temperance card. It's separate. It's a different deck
right,
of temperance.
right. Because the temperance has some energy, but this is like full on.
Cool.
So that's one of the cards that's one of the extra cards that I have. So it doesn't take away from the tarot deck, it adds to it,
I'm
supplements it.
gonna get my little area ready to read your cards soon. But Bob, I'm gonna ask you after this video is airing, if you could put some links to your videos because they're really
Yeah. Well, let's talk about two of them. One of them I was telling you guys about using uh, positive visualization to deal with pain. And I'm talking about pain like getting a shot, going to the dentist. We all know how fun that is, right? Getting a root canal shot or something done. It's really short. It's like 3 minutes, but I have a technique that I came up with through my guides that you can use to help with the pain. It doesn't get rid of the pain completely, but it helps to minimize it. So whenever I'm having something like that done, I use it. And I've shared it with people I work with, and they said, wow, that really works. So that's one of the videos that's on my site.
Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah. So he's going to share his videos and
Yeah,
just
I'll put it there.
some of his some of the cards, and he even how he makes them by hand and cuts. It's so interesting. I mean, it's a labor of love. And I don't even think you sleep. Do you sleep? Because you're constantly doing all this cool things. And I'm like, does he ever sleep? How does he get all this done?
Well, I'm just real organized. You're a Virgo, I'm a Cancer, but I'm really organized. So I
Wow.
just am able to just really pack stuff in.
Well, I'm gonna grab my lace mat and I'm gonna tune in to who would like to go first? Who has to leave early for any reason? Um, put your let me know who has to, because I'll do you first. Does anyone have to go first? Have a preference? We're like, okay. So let me just get my mat.
I is it okay if I say something
Sure, Susan. Yeah.
about what you were just saying? It's Bob, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
Bob Price, like price tag.
Yeah, I there's a woman that I consider my spiritual teacher, and people were asking her about tarot decks a long time ago, like maybe 32 years ago, and she said, she goes, they still have some power left, but they used to be much more powerful, and some of the power was taken out of them. And as you were talking, I was like, oh, maybe he's channeling into cards that were taken out that were missing that made them less powerful.
Or cards that should be there that
Yeah,
aren't. Yeah,
right.
yeah. I think you're spot on about that.
Yeah, yes.
So, if I'll be attending more of these meetings where we meet together. And if you guys want me to, I can show you the extra cards, or I can just put what they are so that we don't have to take time from the meeting. If you want me to, I can do that. Just
Yeah,
so,
sometimes we have a lot more people, so there wouldn't. Tonight's an unusual night.
well, yeah, yeah.
We had a
Yeah.
couple people couldn't make it that were signed up.
Well, what I am planning on doing is maybe just make a video on my site, and
Yeah.
then that way you could see it, and we just go through those extra cards then.
So I think that's, yeah, but definitely put that link in. You have a lot of good links. And once and the thing is, once he puts one link, you can see all the links on his YouTube channel.
Right, I think I've done like 29 videos in the last few months. So Najia was saying, Bob, I really would like to see your videos, but I don't have a lot of time.
So
Yeah, yeah, you would not have time to see 29 videos probably, but I'm really I have a lot of energy, and I don't know what the right word is, but I have a lot prolific, I guess would be the word for me. So yeah, I can do that. That's one of the things I have planned though coming up.
Oh, okay. So I know that Susan has to attend to her mom. Oh, where's Susan? She's bringing her
Oh,
here already. I
Yeah, I
pulled
was just
cards
gonna
for
go.
you.
Oh, you did? Okay, well, I can wait. I can wait. I was just gonna go warm up something I made earlier, but that's
Because I know
okay.
you're caring for
Yeah.
your mom, and it's so I pulled the Queen of, Susan knows the meaning. The Queen of Cups upright, the Ten of Pentacles upright. This is so much of your
Ooh.
life. And we could just guess the Two of Pentacles in reverse. I already know Susan's life. We talk on the phone. And
Yeah.
these cards are so appropriate
hmm.
for her life. So I mean, Susan literally moved out west to care for her mom, to take care of her mom. And the Queen of Cups is the Queen of Compassion. And, she's just a beautiful. So Susan's also a Cancer sign, nurturing Cancer sign. And she's very caring. And there's a lot of stuff going on in the family with the Ten of Pentacles, the intergenerational wealth. She's there with an open heart, just wanting to do the best for her mom, and making like a contribution, and the reality is, with the Two of Pentacles in reverse, it's really hard. Susan's body, right? Like pentacles are not just financial resources. We see the coins being juggled, but it's also your health and your well-being, your physical health. And she's been doing so much. And this is the Two of Pentacles in reverse, where she is over committed. And it's just the situation that she's in is a little disorganized coming into it. And she has to balance everything, but it's overwhelming. And poor Susan fell down the steps, cracked ribs recently.
Yeah.
And this is exactly what is going on. I want to pull another card from the other deck just to see, because we have to, you know what? I want to get an angel message for you. Let me grab that. My angel card message. Here we go. Messages from the universe. Let me pull an oracle. I'm getting that I'm supposed to pull an angel card for you because we were doing numbers earlier. And this is the first time I'm not saging my cards. So I'm a little superstitious because I always sage my cards. But as you've heard, I'm having a lot of breathing issues. And I don't want to make anything any worse, so I haven't been burning sage.
I wonder if you could like use essential oil in a diffuser.
Well, I have a flame here,
Yeah.
and I did put a little Palo Santo around me. But the Palo Santo only takes away the negative energy.
What about that technique where you hit the cards
I
on
do
the
that.
table?
I'm
Oh,
doing
okay.
that.
Okay.
I'm I'm having the bells, everything. Yeah, so and then I just listen on the inner. So we had brought up clairaudience earlier. I'm like, oh, it'd be easier if I did messages from the universe. And then the guide said, no, she needs the angel card. So it came in like right here now. And I'm like, okay. So I kind of just listen on the inner for her message. And I'm getting this one. What's this one? 636. Patience. 636. So listen, this is interesting.
Hmm.
Sixes are when you are responsible for others. You are taking responsibility on. She's got two sixes.
Sorry. That's
And it's
great.
and it's a collaboration number, creative, using your ingenuity, trying to keep things upbeat and trying to cooperate with others. And she's trying to get, the family involved for the longest time. Please help Bob. You know. So this one is all about having patience when the winds of uncertainty blow and the mind races with indecision. Remember to slow down and surrender to where you are right now. Cultivate patience in your soul, for it is in the stillness between actions where the seeds of profound growth are sown. Slow down, breathe deeply, and trust that all is well. Trust that all is well. Trust that all is well, Susan. And yeah, slow down. You're doing so much. And then you end up in the hospital, right?
Yeah. Yeah. It was actually in some ways the hospital was a respite
Right.
for me.
I
It was
know.
a
You were
respite.
like,
Yeah. I told the doctor, I said, I don't want to go home. Let my
I
brother and sister-in-law take care of my mom for a while.
you got a break. You got a
Yeah, and she
break.
just texts me. She goes, it's time for dinner. Of course, it's, I just have to go down and heat it up in the microwave. I don't usually use microwaves, but, sometimes it's okay.
Today's the tarot party, so hey, microwaves.
Yeah.
Mm.
She's 86. A little microwave now isn't going to hurt her.
All right, so I did you now after this, I'm gonna go in order if that's okay, unless anyone needs to go sooner. Although, God, wait a minute, I'm hearing spirit say Rachel. I'm sorry, I was gonna go in order, then I'm listening on the inner. Sorry, the guides want this card to be for Rachel. I don't know why. The Knight of Pentacles, slow moving. It's all about patience, actually. Is steadiness. Sorry, I'm sorry, Bob. I just got this from.
No, go ahead. I'm fine.
I'm getting these cards. So Patrice, you were trying to with the Claire, like so it always hits me first here, and then it comes through.
Yeah, I used to hear like literally people talking to me, which was
Yes,
crazy. But then I would
I heard
always
that.
feel it in my gut, and
You
then I would
feel it in
just
your gut,
yeah. But
and
I
it's
don't feel
there.
anything now. Nothing. That's been gone for years. I
Oh,
haven't. It doesn't come through anymore unless something bad is about to happen. I used to be able to feel that, like if something, like if a boyfriend or something was like going to be in a bad accident or something. I remember once when I was young, I had a boyfriend who was going to the Naval Academy or something, and I just kept crying and crying and crying. I wouldn't let him go. He was supposed to leave, and I held on him for I don't know, for like a long time, and he was supposed to leave. When he finally left, I felt okay, and I took a nap. I woke up and I found out that the train that he was on derailed, and like if he had left when he was supposed to left, he would have died. The people died in the middle of the train, but he got on late, so he was at the end. So I guess I had a sense that if he had gotten there earlier, he would have passed. So I was
yeah.
able to hold on to him to keep him a little bit longer. But like then I was always get like feelings, and then I'd take a nap and wake up, and when I talk to the person later, like, oh yeah, I did go through something, 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 and I was like, oh okay, that's what I was feeling. But all of that is like gone. I remember one time I had uh, uh, um, uh, um, a boss who could not stand me. And I remember her coming in one day, and I could just whoosh, I just felt her hatred for me. And I was like, oh my God, but like, I don't, none of that stuff anymore. No more dreams, no more nothing. I'm just, and I
We
remember going to see a man one year, and he was like, I think I went with my mom. I was like in my 20s or late 20s or early 30s. And he was like, you had all these gifts. He said, but you told yourself that you didn't want them anymore. You were scared of them. And so they were going away. I was like, I never said that to myself. And so I guess what he said has come true. I guess I told myself I didn't want them anymore and I let them go. I don't know. But
but Patrice, you've been through a lot of trauma. I mean, you can't even walk,
yeah.
and you were so active before. Did you say something about going 30 miles, running 30 miles or something?
What feels like that. When I go from my bedroom to the bathroom. It's just crazy. The
Oh.
fatigue is just crazy. It's just crazy
Oh, the
fatigue.
fatigue is like that's how you feel.
Yeah, that's how I feel. It's like, oh my God, and I have to
So,
rest.
so whatever's going on, it's like a trauma. I'm gonna tune in later to that.
Okay.
Um, I just wanted to mention the Claire audience. So we all learn from each other in the tarot. This is more like a tarot therapy night. I don't know.
Hmm.
It's a little different than the usual tarot party.
Well,
But
Patrice, I'm getting that you have a lot of walls around you. In fact, all of these situations that that you went through, every time that happened, you put up another wall. So you have like a whole bunch of them, like 8 levels of walls around you that I'm seeing. And the problem is you can't get all of the intuition and stuff when you've got all of those walls around you. So the important thing at first is to focus on getting the walls down so that you can be happier. And then once you can do that, the other stuff will come. But there's a thing in psychology, I've talked to Najia about it, called Maslow's triangle. And what it
yeah,
is that when the very bottom level is physical and and emotional well-being. And if you don't feel that, you feel empty inside, then you can't do any of the higher stuff like intuition and stuff because those are at the higher level. But you can't get to those levels when you feel that inside. So one of the ways you can help with the walls is to visualize them coming down. So every day you want to think, you don't want to try to get all of the 8 down. You can only do one at a time. You've got to be realistic.
Yeah.
Okay, so you need to focus just one at a time. Let's just focus on one at a time, and maybe in a week, not one day, in a week, and see how you feel. And another thing I'd recommend is you want to start journaling, because I want you to be able to see if you're improving and be able to track that. Anyway, I'm sorry, Najia.
Come back again. Yeah. I want to get to Rachel's reading, but yeah, that because this is a shared experience here. And I hope that helps because you just to recognize you've been through a lot of trauma and that
Yeah.
creates a break. It's very hard, or walls, it's very hard. And you have to get happy again. That's gonna bring in the high vibe. You got to get happy and raise your vibration however you can.
Yeah.
All right, so let me I pulled some cards for Rachel. I know Rachel's life. So it's not like I have to guess what the meaning of these are. So the Knight of Pentacles is the first card. The World reversed is a major arcana. It's the second card. And the third card is the Seven of Cups. And this is I'm reading these as a blend. It's not like past, present, future. I'm reading this as like one block of thought, one intuitive message. That's how there's different ways to read 3 cards, right? So just if anyone is interested, there's so many different ways. And the spirit often has me do blends when I listen. So the Knight of Pentacles is, whenever you see a knight, it's like that knight in the upright position wants to come to the rescue. And I know that about you. You are that knight coming to the rescue. And you are trying to balance it out like slow and steady. And I know with your family as a caregiver, how the never-ending caregiving, and it's been and you are like a master of productivity, taking it slow and productive, just really, and that's how you're working, and you are coming to the rescue through all your hard work and your efficiency. Like the Knight of Pentacles is very efficient. And I'm glad that now that you are doing it, and I don't know what you were doing before, but I'm seeing the cards are saying that now you are doing this in a slow, steady, productive way so that you don't tax your health. All right. Um, and with the Seven of Pentacles, that's a spiritual card that fulfills your emotions or things that tug at your heart. And because sevens are like spirituality, taking stock and trying to see what you see. Now the cups that are in the Seven of Cups, they're all full of like, gold, or a head of something, or a wreath of victory, a snake. They're all these different things, and they're all glittery. So at first, the person viewing this is like, look at this, look at this, look at this. But everything is cloudy, and it's ruled, it's very like, it's a Scorpio card, and it's very deep and intense. But there's a Neptunian aspect to it with all the illusion and delusion. It's like you can't tell what's going on. So there's, someone, some people that you're caring for, that they get caught up in the dream world, right? And there's this whole realization with the World card in reverse. But the World card is coming to an end of a cycle, right? And knowing that this is an important time with these people because I'm sorry, I'm just tuning in. I'm getting quiet to listen on the inner. I'm getting that there's like an end of a cycle feeling and that you got to make the most of this. There's like seeking closure. There's a lot of delays with everything. Not getting the closure that anyone needs. There's an incomplete feeling. Seeking personal closure because the situation in regard to the people that you're caring for, you can't get the closure because they're not fully present. Their mind is caught up in the clouds. Their minds are caught up in the clouds. And it's very difficult with that. Let me see. I'm getting to pull 2 cards, message from the universe and an angel card. So we'll do both. Let's see. Let me do the angel first. Okay. We could do this one. 333, higher perspective. So 3s are all about creativity. There's 4 3s. Okay. So Rachel is an artist and she's extremely creative in many ways. Now there's 4 3s. There's 4. So 4s are grounding and creating parameters and structure for that creativity, intuition, and collaboration with others. So this card of higher perspective in relation to what I just talked with you about the tarot cards, you are now embarking upon a journey of divine awakening. Your heart and soul are beginning to open to the boundless wisdom of the universe. As you delve deeper into the mysteries of the divine realm, you will begin to see the world through a new lens, one filled with wonder and greater understanding. I'm also getting that's your dad as well. So the 2 of you.
You're getting that he's also divine awakening?
Yeah, he's getting a higher perspective. I don't know, something with your dad. It's in relation to your dad, that angel card.
Well, that makes sense as he's nearing
What?
the stages of his disease.
He's nearing the last stages.
Or in the later ones, yes.
Okay. Okay, so there's one more card. It's a difficult card. It's from Messages from the Universe. It's this deck. So, if people are gossiping about you or spreading rumors, don't fall for it. No one is worth lowering your vibration. It's very interesting because there's this higher perspective that brings you way up. And this is like the opposite, lowering the vibration because other people are pulling you down with their falsehoods. So just realize no one is worth lowering your vibration for, okay? Let it just move through you. See it for what it is. It's only a reflection of their pain. rather than your actions. So Spirit wants you to know that as you're handling all this, that you're doing a great job. And don't, there's always going to be people that don't understand, and it's their pain when they say, I don't know, is anything like that going on now, Rachel?
Yes, my stepmother.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, honey.
And no, but that's really, really good to hear. Very validating. She loves to gaslight me.
We should let you take a screenshot of this. I'm going to put this up so later you can take a screenshot of this and the higher perspective card here. This is a little hard. This is pretty. This is the long view. These are the words. Okay, you got that? Got that with your phone? All set. All right. I think it's, sometimes when we do the oracle, it's really nice. Okay. Jana, I'm drawn to Jana with her little doggy face on the video. Now, Jana, you won't show up even your little doggy face on the video, I believe, when you're, all right.
Yeah, I miss her. That's the little doggy who passed away
Oh,
months ago. So.
one. That's the one that had the best day before she went, right? Got the pup
Yeah,
cup and you had a really good bonding day, last day that
we
tuning
just did everything she liked with all the
everything.
favorite drive-throughs and she got all the foods she, has to have in moderation, but yeah, I don't know. This massagist actually I've been thinking today a lot about grief.
Hmm. It was so funny when we were talking about her day of indulgences. I got I pulled the card of indulgence, which is the king
Oh,
of
nice.
Pentacles in reverse of like indulge everywhere. Anyway, so let me tune into do you have a specific question or are you just open?
I'm I think I'm just open. I do have a very big life change coming up. Um, so I'm curious what your guides will say about that.
We'll see. I don't know, I'm wow, but that's still there. That King of Pentacles came up again. So it must also be for you. I got a victory, public recognition. Sorry, let me just tuning into like what's the third card? I think I have to do 4 cards for you. Whoa. Tower.
Uh-oh.
Because you know tarot.
Yeah.
You said you have a really big life change coming up.
Uh-oh.
Well, it's a big sudden change, but there's
It is.
victory involved. Do you understand? Public recognition.
Okay.
And sixes are like, sixes in general have a lot to do with taking responsibility for others. With the wands, it's like your creative energy, your enterprise, your passion, using it in a very positive direction. There's something going on with overindulgence, material. There might be like, okay, I'm trying to get that other card. So there might be so what happens is like when a card is in reverse, when it's not in the center, it's either too far to the right or too far to the left, right? We're all familiar with too far to the right and left these days. Everyone's clear about that and just kind of coming into the center. So I so we know what the success means and the sudden change. Like it's a tower moment. Whoa, sudden, and it can feel overwhelming and just make your head burst, you know?
Yeah.
And the energy that you want to be aware of is because it's come up twice now. King of Pentacles in reverse energy. We want to turn this upright. We want it to be in the upright position because it's dealing in the upright position. It's like security,
Mm.
especially with a tower moment happening, you know? Now,
Yeah.
and you want to have the prosperity and the abundance and the security. I want you to focus on security. I want you to focus on security. I'm not the one, Najia. Your guides are wanting you to focus on security because when the tower is in reverse, it can be one extreme or the other. So the one extreme is overindulgence, like having so much wealth, and then you're indulging in it and you're greedy with the wealth, you're obsessed with the wealth. The other side of the reversal is over here. And that's like when you lose the wealth, that you're not handling the finances well.
Mm.
Okay. There's a material loss and like a stubbornness obsession with it, like not like a stubborn obsession with wealth, like not feeling healthy about it in the center. So there's something where this is corrupted. And I don't mean corrupt in the worst way. I mean like you know, getting clear within your own being. There's a tower moment that's going to be really difficult where things are never change is never easy, but the tower
Right.
moment always happens for you. Any tarot reader will tell you the tarot doesn't happen to you, it happens for you to reorder your life. And it will put you on the right path. Like you you may have, I don't know like how this relates, Jana, but you may have been doing there may have been something going on financially that isn't of the highest interest. I'm not sure. I have to let me see if I can pick up more cards.
Huh.
Or something with security, it's not.
Yeah. Trying to think of what that could, maybe that'll become clear.
I've got the Justice card, which is all about balance, number 11, angel number card. It's about fairness, clarity, coming through coming through like with a legal mind, like coming like the sword of truth, having mental clarity. So the Justice card is like the balancing aspect, we'll say, of the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords would be like, oh, I'm clear-minded, I know how to balance this situation. But the Justice is like, this is going to be fair.
Hmm.
I don't, so it may be something coming up. I would say it came up twice. Once when we were talking, I was starting to pull cards and I'm like, oh, is that about the doggy or is that about, you?
Right.
Because I
Right.
thought, oh, it's about the doggy. We're talking about the doggy and overindulgence. Let me pull an angel card that might clarify. So are you feeling like the other two cards about feeling successful and intuitive and passionate and next to that tower, you were saying
Yeah.
that something's coming up?
Do you think that that is the right path after the tower, or is that what led me astray? Like, I'm wondering if there's going to be some sort of, if the tower event is going to be some kind of financial issue.
I think so.
and that either after it, but it'll be for the good, essentially.
Tower
It'll,
moments are always for the good in the end, but they're really hard to go through.
yeah,
There's something successful tied to this because of you being you're responsible, your passion, your self-confidence. So let me just ask again. Let me ask that question real quick. Well, I just get that you're going to empower yourself with the strength card. You have the strength to get through it. Is it financial? Let me look on the inner. I'm getting that, you have to balance your physical resources, your
okay,
health, your health, your home, your wealth.
okay,
And you have to balance, and you have to look at it. You have to look at it clearly, because with the tower moment, sometimes you can't see things clearly.
right,
You're just
okay,
looking at rubble. Do you understand? And you panic. And you're going to need strength to get through things. And you're going to feel like a lack of direction at first.
okay.
Something new, like it's hard.
So let me tell you what the event is that's coming up, and it
Okay.
will actually, it is a financial hit. Um, Tamsin has been researching at getting a service dog for herself. And we found a trainer, and she's going to train her own dog. And so in
Wow.
about a week, she'll be picking up a puppy that is being chosen by a breeder who's bred these dogs for quite about 40 years. And the breeder is selecting the dog that she thinks the behavior she wants to train, this dog will be good for. But it's going to be a lot of work, and it's going to be expensive.
Yeah. Oh, so that was the, yeah, spending, yeah, that's a big,
Yeah,
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 that makes sense. And the training of the dog and how much strength it takes, that's the strength card, because you're taming the beast,
yeah,
as well. But it requires like a lot of inner strength and determination to work.
yeah. And I think it's going to actually take a lot of inner strength to like stand back and let her, because she really needs to train it herself. And it's hard for me not to help. And I need to wait for her to ask me for help. I can't just do it.
Yeah.
This is not something I can do for her, which is very hard.
Well, remember this, the Six of Wands card is the victory card. So remember how sometimes when we do these tarot nights, I'll get the same cards for everyone. We'll keep getting the same card.
Yeah.
So Rachel had this card before. So I pulled
Yeah.
an angel card for you. And out of 60 cards, I get the same card that Rachel got for you. A higher perspective,
I'm in good company.
being grounded. So I think she's gonna do well. It's just not easy. She's got success in that. Okay. I'm and to trust,
Yeah,
trust.
actually makes a lot of sense.
Okay. I'm gonna do there's I'm listening on the inner, like I'm torn between Patrice and Dana. But I'm right, okay, I'm inner saying Dana. Okay. Dana, do you have a particular question, or are you just open? You're open, right? To the blend? Or do you have a question that I should ask, Spirit?
Not so much a question. I just want to see just
Pick up.
what you find. Yeah.
Okay, so Spirit, what do you want Dana to know? Ah, this is like such a great card. The sun, happiness, joy, positivity, pleasure coming into your life, enlightenment, seeing things clearly. It's a 1 and a 9. It's a 19, right? So ones are new beginnings, nines are ending. So there's something that's ending. You're coming to a completion of something. It's and then it's like the sun comes up and it rises for the new beginning. And I'm drawn to the sunflower. Do you remember how I always talk about the sunflower in dance class? Like when we work with the heart chakra, that the sunflower is the flower that I think represents the heart chakra so much because it is opening your heart. Like the sunflower has the whole center of the sunflower are all the seeds, and they're open and they reach up high in the air, and those seeds are there to feed the birds, and only like the leaves that, not the leaves, the petals, the flower petals are pretty tiny compared to the center. Like most flowers, the center is tiny and the flower petals are big. But with the sunflower, it's such a giving flower. It's so majestic because it rises up high. It's saying, I want to give this. Not worried about how I look, I'm not all vain, I'm all about the giving. And there's something like with life. Oh, wait, the guides just came in. Ooh, your guides are here, Dana. Okay. I was just about to say something, and the guide said yes to that by giving me the chills and the electric shocks. So I was just about to say, it's like life wants to give you something of that ilk, but I'm talking about it wants to nourish and feed your higher spirit, your higher something. Okay, spirit, what you trying to tell me? There's something about nurturing your inner child coming in for you. And success. My God, what a blend. The sun with the victory card, the six of wands with the sun. Wow. There's a new beginning that fulfills your heart. Is there something happening? Is there somebody in your life that you like? Is there
Um,
is there a
this,
romance coming?
well, I'm
Well,
not at this, I'm not entirely sure at this point. A few weeks ago, I ran into my ex-boyfriend. I was driving. I was going
yeah.
down Baltimore Pike. I was stopped at the light, and it was a beautiful day. I had my windows down, and out of my driver's side, I hear, "Hey, girl," and I look over, and it was him. He was in the passenger side of a car right next to me. He was out with a buddy of his.
Wow.
So yeah, I mean, he was pulled up right next to me, and I'm like, "Oh, hi!" Like I totally didn't expect to see him of all places, like especially I'm out driving. So
Yeah.
we've been talking again, and we talked about what had happened because I broke up with him because of there was another person But we're talking, but I don't know at this point if anything's gonna, uh, if we're gonna reconnect, like reconcile, or I don't know. It's way too soon to say. So I'm
It just
just taking it like one step, one day at a time.
That's the best. There's I'm picking up that yeah, that's a possibility well, there's definitely the energy of new love coming into your life, meaning a new start with love that fulfills your heart and making you happy and feel successful. Now, but I'm picking up that when you heal something, it allows that door to open. So it doesn't necessarily mean him or this, it could just mean like that aspect is healed and you're open to somebody. There is I pulled an angel card for you. It's so interesting because the first card, right? This is 911 and the other card was 19 for the sun, right? And I was saying like it involves an ending and a new beginning. And that's also what I'm picking up is not to jump to the conclusion it's this person. Okay. I mean, that could happen. I'm listening. Like, whatever you heal something, it could work out. Depends on both of your free will and if he's, going to be good for you. But I'm getting that there's like coming to the end of a cycle of something and a new beginning because we got these 9s and 1s prominent. And this is a bridge transition. Okay. Angel number, your tumultuous period will soon come to a close and the crest of new beginnings. And you got new beginnings, you know, with the cup of love. And a change will sweep over you. Your guardian angel extends a guiding hand, encouraging you to reinvent yourself and rise above obstacles by taking purposeful steps toward a brilliant future. So there's really a new beginning coming in that fulfills you, makes you happy, nurtures your inner child, gives you lots of love, reaching up, really helping you. So open up. So what I'm getting is like open up to that, no matter what you've been through, open up to that love. Remember from the sunflowers, I was looking at the cards and really feeling drawn to that, that aspect of the sun card, the sunflower, like nurturing you, feeding you, giving you what you need from a higher perspective, giving you your higher self, helping your higher self and your inner child at the same time. There's something with that in the message. When you re-listen to this video, you can it might make more sense later. So Patrice, right? Patrice, I'm saying your name right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
I wasn't sure if it was Patricia or Patrice because most people have their name on the screen. All right,
Mine's on the screen. It says Patrice.
oh, I see. I have to do this little thing. Okay, sorry. It disappeared for a while.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm just gonna tune into your energy, your beautiful energy. By the way, you do look pretty young. I was shocked. Let me take a look. I was shocked when you're talking about you being in your 50s.
Yeah, I'm
You look
57.
like you're like God in your early 30s.
Oh gosh.
Oh my God. Well,
Thank you. I
some
am in
things
my
are going well.
50s. Yeah,
You're looking
yeah.
good. I don't think Right, Spirit, help me
Well, I
help.
hope that helps me, but I have a job interview tomorrow, so hopefully ageism doesn't play a factor in it.
Yeah, it's a hard thing with HR, but when they see the youthful face, that does help. Okay. Is it the same type of, what type of job is it tomorrow?
Well, I've changed. Since I can't leave the house. I've done like a boot camp in IT, so quality assurance. So I used to be a nurse, so this job is for Cerner quality analyst, which is Cerner is like electronic health records is what the nurses use in the hospital. And so they're hiring people to, it's one company that's works with the government, and the government, the VA hospitals have to change over their, I guess, their antiquated computers to Cerner. So they're looking for people. It's like a contract position for like a year, and they're looking for people to work this contract. So I have an interview tomorrow for a position to hopefully work with them for at least a year. And I haven't
That's-
been working for like 5 years, so
This will be well, I'm going to tell you, there's a special prayer that we do called the most benevolent outcome prayer. It really helps for, so I pulled two blends for you.
okay.
It's so interesting. Before I knew that, so it's so interesting, these two blends. Like how, oh God, okay, sorry, your guides are coming in. Sorry, they go right through my body. Okay, okay. So before I even heard the word new job, I pulled this blend, the Eight of Swords in reverse with the Ace of Pentacles. This is very telling. You know, you're talking about, you know, you can't walk, right?
hmm
And I know you're psychic, but do you know about tarot card meetings?
I do have tarot cards, and I try to do them every so often. I don't think I'm really good at them. I know with like back in the day, I would have my cards and my sister would steal them. And I'm like, "Do I have you been in my cards? I can feel your energy on my cards." She's like, "Oh, what's on your cards?" But like now, I don't know if well, it's just me. So if she touched them, I don't know if I would know. As Bob says, I've got 8 walls up, so I don't think I'm as psychic as I used to be.
Oh, but listen, but you're familiar if I tell you
Yeah.
got the Eight of Swords in reverse, and you got the Ace of Pentacles upright. So this is great.
Okay.
This is great news. So this card in the reverse position is excellent compared to the upright. This is one of the times that the reverse is better than the upright position.
Okay.
So the upright position is how you have been the last 5 years.
hmm
You've been trapped. You've been trapped. You've been a prisoner. Mostly of your mind. I know it's physical. You're trapped and you can't walk, but I'm getting that a lot of this is mental stress that has wreaked havoc with your body.
hmm I figured that.
And it's a lie. I want to just say it's a lie. I'm listening on the inner. Sorry, when I get quiet, I'm listening to my guides.
Mhm.
Ah, the guide said it's a lie and it affects your root chakra. So where you sit, where you
Mhm.
physically sit, your sense of power. Oh, and that makes sense because this is an eight. Eights are all about power, right? And when it's in reverse, it's like I'm going to let go of putting myself in a prison of my mind. I'm letting go of my self-limiting beliefs, and I'm ready for this new opportunity that brings the big money, the big money. and gives me like a new start toward security that I end up being in the end. I end up being the King of Pentacles, you know? And it's, oh, okay, sorry, I'm just feeling it right in my root. Ah, they're opening up a portal for you. Do you see that portal with the mountains going up high? So that's a garden gate going into the mountains. But as I was drawn to the portal energy, the guides came right in through my root chakra. Sorry, I'm listening to empower you. I'm just trying to listen to something about you've been disempowered and now you need to be empowered. Having a little hard interpreting. Now, here's the cool thing. This is so funny. The other blend I pulled, because they told me to pull 4 cards. And so the 3, it's so cool. I got the sun and the moon together. The 2 major arcana next to each other. So these are your conflict, and this is kind of like this, like one part of you is keeping yourself trapped. I want to let go. I'm ready for my new beginning now. One side of you is full of fear and anxiety, but no, the sun is there to shine upon you. To end something. When we talked about the 9s being an ending and the 1s being a new beginning. And that we got the 1 and the 8. The 8's all about empowerment. And the 1s are, again, new beginning. You got everything you got is 1s and 8s. Like, look, this is a 1 and an 8, right? 1 and 8, right? You got the 18 here, 1 and 8, power, new beginning. And the 1 and 9, let go of that old stuff. We're done with that record. We're done with that record of fear and anxiety. Yeah, it's scary. It's a mystery. I'm not sure about this. But the sun, the angels want the sun to shine upon you. So there's subconscious. This is the sun is shining upon you so that you can tune into your premonitions and your subconscious. There's something about enlightenment, this rising up to the enlightenment. Because the moon is like intuition, fear, anxiety. It's your subconscious realm. It's your premonitions. It's your psychic realm. But what happens in the moon card, it has all of that secret mystery, subconscious premonitions like the high priestess. But the high priestess has mastery of that. With the moon card, it goes right to fear. It's there's a light coming in from the eclipse and the moon. It's coming in to light, like the moon lights your way in the dark. But it's scary to walk in the dark. So what happens with the moon card is all that fear comes up. Instead of realizing, wait, you've got the moon to guide you through the dark. And you've got your spirit animal, the little doggy, to protect you from the wild animal, the wolf. So like your spirit guide's right there along with you. It's just not illuminated, but it's saying the sun is coming now to fully rise that energy up and say, here it is. So it's looking good energetically for you. I don't even have to do an angel card, but I will.
I hope so. I need a job.
If it's
Hopefully
not
it'll
this,
work out.
it's something better.
Okay.
We're going to talk about the prayer at the end. Don't let me leave this meeting without the prayer.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry, I'm looking for your card. I tuned out and I got to tune in again. God, help me out, Patrice. This one. 8, 8. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. 2 8s to empower you. I love it. Oh, they want you to focus on gratitude to manifest.
Okay.
2 8s. You are now a vessel of abundance and prosperity, overflowing with the gifts of the universe. Cultivate gratitude in your heart, for it is the fertile soil that nurtures the seeds of bliss. Remember, a grateful heart is a magnet for miracles, a sacred invitation to the richest of blessings. You want to take a screenshot of that? Or we can, if not, it's going to be on the video.
Okay. I'm gonna see if
When
I
I
could
hold
take a
it up,
screenshot.
let's see if you can take a screenshot to remember this.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, Bob. Let's do some cards. Now you took your other thing. Did you want we we could do the 10 cards, or do you want the mini read?
No, no, mini read.
Okay. Well, thank you for
But
your extra donation to the channel.
yeah, you don't, yeah.
I know you kept saying that, but I was willing to do more because you sent 2 payments
Okay,
in.
okay, no, no, you can do more if you have time.
I do.
Okay.
I could do
I'm not saying not to do more. I'm saying I don't want no mini read, just a regular one if you have time.
I can do 10
Okay, good.
instead of 3. All right. Because Bob signed up twice.
Yeah, I made a mistake, so it was my fault. I made a mistake on my email, so it didn't give me a notification.
But it's kind of cool. Like if anybody wanted the full reading, they just because it's discounted greatly from my normal price, Like if
Yeah,
you on Zoom, you know?
true. That's
Then
true. And yeah, it's really reasonable.
yeah,
So
people well, because it kind of you're helping me make a video at the same time and it's really fun.
yeah, yeah, I'm having a
Quite
great
discounted.
time. So yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna tune into Bob's energy, spirit. Oh, I think it's really a fun night. We learn things from each other as well as the guides giving guidance. I think that's so cool, Janet, when I'm thinking about what you told me the cards meant, and I'm like, God, it's only 4 cards, and it's so much this thing that you're going through. It's with your daughter, it's so cool.
Thank you so much.
Oh, God, it's my pleasure. All right, Bob, I'm gonna do the 10 card read, but it wants me to pull 2 cards for 3 cards. I don't know why.
No, do what you feel is right.
We'll do both. We could,
Okay.
I'll just, because a lot of times when I do a 10 card read, I'll do like oh God, now I lost the other card I'm supposed to pull. Was it that one? I was tuned in and it told my tummy. Okay. All right, so we'll see what the 10 card reading says, but I don't know if this is someone at work. So there's a balance, there's a blend going on. There's something going on with like being responsible with money and being fair, distribution of money equally. At the same time, there's 2 different characters. There's some, this reminds me of you, like, because you're like, God, you do so much creatively. The King of Wands is super creative of all, the kings. He's the creative king. He's the natural leader, the visionary. He's intuitive. He's passionate. He has all these ideas and he implements them. And he's very like he goes after things and he makes it happen no matter what. No matter what, he can walk through fire. So
You know what's interesting? That came up on my reading with you too before.
oh, did I pull this?
Yeah, you pulled the King of Wands for me too before, which to me is like resonating that it's important.
Yeah, it would be important. And there's a Scorpio card and like a Scorpio Sag combo, like a fire card, but it's got the symbol. I don't know if you can see the Scorpio Sag.
Yeah.
It's a Scorpio because there's this aspect of, the lizard. They say that, this salamander, not a lizard, salamander, can walk through fire and not, it can walk through fire and not get burned. So the salamander is the symbol behind the king, and I think he's got some salamanders on that robe there too.
Mhm.
And he's crowned, and he's a great king. But the Sag is that energy that's like, I want to create, and I'm a philosopher too. So think about, your interest in tarot and philosophy, But then we got, I don't know if this is someone in your life, it's like the opposite of that, domineering, controlling, tyrant, reckless. Is there some energy in your life that's feeling ungrounded and reckless, domineering, like it's number
No.
4? Like your work situation?
Well, that's kind of topsy-turvy right now.
Because this is like someone in charge, overthrown.
Yeah, there might be a change where I get put under somebody else at work. And I had this other person come to me in a dream, talk about
Mhm.
dreams coming true. And it was really a vivid dream. So I believe that it could be talking about that. There may be a change where I work for someone, same job, but maybe work for a different lead. I don't know. That is kind of what I think it could be.
We'll find out. But so it just
Yeah, I don't know.
it just may warn that person it can be a shock.
You said that could be betrayal when we had our meeting together. I,
I forget your reading and
and
cards.
you don't have
Sorry.
to remember. I just am remembering that part for you. But I don't think you really knew what it was either then. So
Do you know the card that I pulled for the betrayal, what that was when I said that?
no, I'd have to look it up.
It would have been this, it should mostly be the 7 of Swords.
Yeah, I think it was that reverse, but
I'm using the creative deck for you. The Light Seers. I'll use this one a lot. So are you going through a lot of worry? I mean, the key issue, what it's telling me now, the because this is the worry card, not being able to sleep, too many things on your mind.
no,
It seemed like that.
yeah, I'm not, that's kind of opposite for me. In fact, I'm actually a lot better than when I did the initial reading with you. I'm feeling like things are starting to fall into place.
Okay, let me focus. Let me just
Oh,
tune.
okay, okay.
No, because I may not be tuned in. Maybe I'll go back to the other deck. I was just trying to pull the artist deck for you because you're an artist. Okay. So Bob, I when I was ignoring my thing to keep pulling cards there, because I want to do a full reading for you, but it was like telling me to pull individual cards there, and I ignored it. But what do you want me to do, Spirit? God, it's making me nuts because I really want to do a full reading. I mean, I could just do multiple pulling cards, but it's hard being clairaudient. So I've got the High Priestess. I don't know why it just wants me to pull cards as messages. Okay, let me just tune in. Let me just get myself clear, Bob, because I'm going off track and I'm worried about everybody else. A longer reading. Well, I've got you, which makes sense, I've got the Eight of Pentacles working really, really hard with the High Priestess, which is like you're working on a deck and you're working extremely hard on it. I mean, you're doing amazing things with it started out as a book and then you end up making a deck and then you're on a YouTube channel and then you're creating all these videos. I'm like, does he even sleep? How's he do all this? All right, let me tune in. I think it just keeps wanting me to pull cards and talk about the blends rather than, I don't know why, because I want to override it with logic, but maybe because the night we don't really do that. You know what I mean? We do a lot of what we're doing. I think. So that's true. And that's very much you.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Wow. I'm not tuning into this deck because this doesn't sound like you. Let me just go back in because I got the Five of Swords in reverse and the Devil in reverse. Let me just tune in, like, because and if you have any questions, just you can ask me whatever. I'm just going to tune into your energy, all right?
Mm-hmm.
But I remember like yeah, I think it was yesterday when we were in the live chat, you mentioned I did the 111 for you as well. Did I do the 111 or 11s in your
Yeah,
reading?
that was in my reading that you did for me. It came up. It wasn't in the Celtic cross part. It was in the other part. Let me see if I can find it.
No, it was the Justice card. Did I pull the Justice card for you?
I think so, but I have to look at my notes here, which I have, but I wasn't expecting you to ask me that. Okay, here we go. Okay. Yeah, it is in there. The 1-1 was in there at the very beginning. I've got the whole reading now, so we can, but I'm not going to do the whole reading because I know we're on time frame, but I can
Yeah.
answer your questions. Okay, King of Wands, let's see. Yeah, it came up before. Let's see.
Did you get the Ten of Pentacles in reverse before?
I don't think so. I have a complicated energy, I think.
Oh, you do, but I'm getting some difficult cards. And I'm not feeling that in your aura, so it's a little
Yeah.
It's a little, I don't know if I'm connected or not. I can always do more later with you. Okay. I'm just waiting for the guides to come through so I know if I'm connected. Because when they come through, like when I was with Patrice, they kept coming through a lot.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, I'm connected. This is great. I don't usually connect like that on mini readings. So I'm waiting to see if they'll come through. But because it's okay. I'm just,
Well, we're doing this probably another one next month, right?
yeah, but just keep this on the back burner. You know,
Yeah.
as you're juggling your time management with the two of
Mm-hmm.
pentacles, I've got some things happening that require you to have boundaries. All right. With the nine of, so just, I'm not, because usually in the mini reads, it's hard to, know. I'm not like getting guides usually. And then the
Yeah.
guides will always let me know right away, you know? So just keep this on the back burner as something to be aware of. Um, like having to have your boundaries and really keep them in place in regards to money that is could be family money. This is intergenerational money or a corporation. It's a 10 of Pentacles in reverse. I don't know if there's something going on with your family, Bob, because I've got two tens. I got the 10 of Cups in reverse. So that could be just like what you're trying to create in your life that fulfills you, or it could be a family. So sometimes what happens, I'll just say it, like I'm not sure if I'm not feeling the guides yet, but I want
Yeah.
to make sure I give this message to you, even if it's difficult, okay? Because this is a card of like having to protect what you have, and there's an issue with like money and family not going well. So and you having to balance that all out. So it's just in order for your wishes to come true and feel fulfillment with the Nine of Pentacles. So I might be a little, tired out from doing an extra readings for you and all.
Yeah.
I mean, for sure, the other three card pull I did and the other blend of the tarot with the hard work was definitely you.
Yeah, that's definitely me.
Definitely you. Like, could it be more direct?
Right.
You're making a tarot deck and working really hard at it.
And I'm
It's
doing the
all
video
going.
chat. Yeah, I'm doing all these videos and
My God.
I'm trying to do a lot of stuff to help people. So,
Mm. A transformative change is on the horizon with the three fives.
hmm.
It's showing like thunder and lightning and go to freedom. In this, it says that there's a new turning point in your life. It's divinely guided and inspired. During this spiritual journey, it's important to maintain a positive and grounded outlook and let go of old habits and beliefs that no longer serve you. This could be the dawn of a whole new you. Do you want to take a screenshot of that meeting?
Okay, okay, sorry, let me get it ready. Oh, I don't, okay, I'm getting it. I'm sorry, I wasn't ready. Okay, okay,
Okay.
got it. Got it, got it. Well, in this dream that I had with this lady that came to me that is I think going to be my new lead, my new supervisor, she was asking me, Bob, what do you want to do? And I was just telling her some of the stuff I have done or I had done, and she looked at me like, no. what do you want to do? It's like, something new or something different. Right? Right. So I think that might be related to that.
To the change, but look at the next card I pulled for you because I'm trying to do double for you because you signed up
Oh,
twice. Soul
yeah.
mission 9, soul mission.
Wow.
Take a screenshot of that one.
Yeah, I got it. So
So
what is
that
that?
you've been brought here for a reason amidst the infinite possibility and despite all odds. When you align with your true calling, your life takes on new meaning and you feel a sense of direction. Have faith in your journey and trust the universe is guiding you towards your true path.
That's sounds more true to me. Like that, and that's why all these things that I have that I'm doing, like the video thing, that came to me that I was supposed to do that.
Wow.
So maybe I just want to make a difference. That's what I want to do. I want to help other people. And I'm not trying my channel, I'm not trying to make money or anything. I have a full-time job, so I
Yeah.
don't want to be too successful. I want to just do that so that I can put something that will help different people. And there's like Julia, for example. She
Oh,
has written me
yeah.
some
I saw that.
really nice comments that she has really gained a lot out of some of the stuff I put up there.
She's a beautiful soul.
She is, she really is. And she's like you with the energy and stuff, sometimes the bulbs breaking and stuff.
Oh
But
yeah,
see,
that's
no,
crazy.
but that's not a bad thing. It's just because all the parts of you that make that maybe not so positive with the bulbs breaking, it's also what makes you you and makes you be able to do the things that you do here.
Yeah, but I just learned to raise my vibration so I don't attract the negative. I
Well,
mean,
that's not so much a negative, it's just a lot of positive. No, you positive energy can break light bulbs too. So it's just when you get really focused on something. So don't think of it as a negative energy. It's just part of you and what makes you you.
well, whenever the bulbs would break, it was always when someone lied to me and the bulbs would bust or street lights.
Yeah, it's really bad when people do that because you feel betrayed.
I feel
Eh,
betrayed because would be so kind and so whatever. And
Right.
what?
And
But
you know what? People will do that.
yeah, it's just
It's just how people are sometimes. And you just,
all kinds of people
yeah,
at all stages.
Bob, what is your site? I'm sorry.
I'm
Yeah.
a Cancer.
No, no, what is your site? Your site, is it on
Oh, the site.
YouTube?
I would put it here. I just don't know how to. I hardly ever work on this Mac, and I can't get to it. I can send it to Najia, and maybe you
No,
can put it in here.
no, once it's posted, once I post this and get this uploaded, because it takes a while to upload one of these larger video files that are long. Takes, I don't know, I have to try a few times to get it uploaded.
Yeah.
The post on YouTube, hopefully tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
You can put it in the comments.
I promise everybody I will put that link on there.
Well, he's always in my comments putting stuff in. He's watching all my videos.
Okay.
So it will definitely end up there.
Yeah, I promise you guys I'll get it there. So, well, one of the things that I do on my videos is I'll take images that I've created and I'll do like a reading of it, and I'll tell the people how to interpret that like it's a tarot card. And I'll look at all the imagery and explain to them what it means, and as if we were doing a reading from that card. But I'm trying to teach people, even if you don't know what the tarot cards are, you can look at the images and be able to interpret the card from the imagery on it.
Yeah. Well, we had a great evening. It's already after 9 and
Yeah.
Are we
I
going to do the prayer real quick?
the prayer,
Yeah.
we gotta do that.
Yeah,
Thank
don't
you for
forget
reminding
that.
me. Okay.
Okay.
So I have a whole video on the prayer,
Okay.
right? but I'll quickly say what it is because it's very important, especially when you know what you want, like this or something better as far as this job, right? You want this or something better because you want to work and you want to empower yourself. So it's called the most benevolent outcome. And you only need to say it once, but you can say it more times than you want. And the wording is really important. And the author, Tom T. Moore, who wrote The Gentle Way, he was on my show. I just posted a video with him. I'm going to post some more videos with him on Atlantis and Lemuria, but he also wrote a book called The Gentle Way where he describes this. And it's a very simple but prayer. And the words are important. And you have to say it out loud because words have a vibration. Physical speaking has a vibration and power. He said you can't just read it and say it and think it. You have to say it out loud. I request.
I request.
Yeah. And the word request is really important. Not I'm asking, I request
I request
a most benevolent outcome.
a most benevolent outcome.
And benevolent is important, not beneficial. Okay. I request a most benevolent outcome for my job interview.
For my job interview.
Is that tomorrow?
Yes, tomorrow
Yeah,
at 12.
And maybe outcome. Now, so all you would say is, I request a most benevolent outcome for my job interview tomorrow. Thank you. But you can add to it. You can say, I request a most benevolent outcome for my job interview tomorrow. We'll say this together. May the outcome be better than expected or even hoped for. Thank you.
I request. Okay, I'll say it with you again.
I request the most benevolent outcome for my job interview for my new career. We could leave it open. It could be that job interview or another job interview because we want, like, you want to say, like, Spirit put me in the right place.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, I'll let you find those words, to request the most benevolent outcome for my job interview tomorrow. If you want this job and you're like, may any and all light beings come to my assistance.
May any and all light beings come to my assistance.
To put me in the place where I can fulfill my soul purpose, my soul contract.
Where I can fulfill my soul contract.
Yeah. May the outcome be better than expected or hoped for.
May the outcome be better than expected or hoped for.
So thank you. Thank you. And you always say thank you after, because you have to express gratitude that they're there to help you. And I've had, it's always like this or something better, that you're ready for this. You're ready to let go of your imprison of the mind. You're ready to succeed and have some new start, new beginning. And I have a video in my Divine Design and Intuition playlist, and it's called Most Benevolent Prayer.
Okay, I'll look forward
Most
to it.
benevolent outcome. But it's in there. If you Google most benevolent in my playlist or look for that in my playlist, you'll find the whole process to do that.
Okay.
And we talk, yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, and it's a really short video. It's only 10 minutes, so it's not like, because I know you don't have much time for tomorrow, but may you have Patrice. Let's all pray that Patrice has a most benevolent outcome. Any and all light beings come to aid and assist Patrice in having a spectacular job interview tomorrow, that she can fulfill her soul contract. Thank you.
Thank you.
So I hope to see you next month if you want to come back.
Okay, I definitely do want to come back. I
Yeah.
enjoyed myself.
I'll post the date in the comments so you can go where you went the other day and to sign up.
Okay.
And I wish you all a really good week. And may the week be full of miracles and sunshine, enlightenment to to nurture your inner child in each of you. All right. May you have a lot to be grateful for.
Yeah.
Right. Take care, everybody. Thank you. All right. I'm going to stop recording. We could talk after for a moment. Okay.